Alright, YouTube. I know it's been a while since I've been on. I'm kind of off and on with this whole thing. But the last time I made a video, I talked about installing upgraded storage for my PlayStation 5, the M.2 SSD, and we added 2 terabytes to my PS5. And now I will be upgrading my Xbox Series X storage. And we have here the 2 terabyte expansion card. Now, the last video was pretty involved, obviously. There was a lot you had to do in order to upgrade the PS5's SSD. It's not too bad, but if you're not tech savvy, it might be a bit of a chore for you. The Xbox storage is much easier to upgrade, but it also costs much more. To put this in perspective, right, so I upgraded my PS5's storage with a 2 terabyte M.2 NVMe SSD, Gen 4. It was the Crucial P5 drive, if I'm not mistaken, specifically. And that cost me about $230 altogether with the drive and the heatsink that I put on it. I used just a cheap third-party heatsink, and yeah, altogether $230-ish, 240 bucks. That was off of Amazon. This drive I received off of eBay, used. It's not even it's technically new because, as you can see, the seals are still on this, so it's new, but it's used because they were selling it off of eBay. This isn't the retail price. This thing retails for $399. Yes, $400. So we're essentially paying the price of of an Xbox Series X to get this, or close to it. But I got this one for $300 even, so $100 off. So, better, but still not great. So yeah, there's a real, when it comes to the storage solutions for the Series X and the PS5, the question is, do you want easier access, or do you want cheaper storage? That's the choice. So yeah, let's see if we can't get in this thing. I'm trying to do this all with one hand because obviously I'm holding my phone, and it's gonna be difficult. I don't know if I can do this as a one-hand operation. I'm gonna try to see if I can't do it or not. I may have to pause. Actually, I can do that. Let me pause it. I'm gonna pause and I'll be right back. Jump cut. So, got the slit open, and now it looks like you just kind of pull the box up out of the interior. It's funny because, these are Seagate drives, right? Microsoft partnered with Seagate to make these drives, and I thought that they would be they'd still be, Microsoft branded, but no, they do have the official Xbox logo, but it really comes off as more of a third-party product because, Seagate is the primary branding on the box and everything. It's not like Microsoft are making these directly. So, yeah. This thing is a 2 terabyte Seagate drive, and good lord, it is tiny. Yeah. So that is it. Very small drive. Let's see, what's that say? If we can focus. I'm literally trying to read it through my phone. Okay, here we go. Check for an Xbox system update before inserting card. So I guess I'll do that. And yeah, we have ourselves a 2 terabyte drive. I will let's do the check for the system update thing first. Let's see how that goes. Settings, network, personalization, display options. Honestly, never. System updates. Updates. Latest console update status. What's new? Latest update. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, yeah, it's checking for no console updates yet. So it is fully updated and good to go. So I'm going to do another jump cut, and we'll get to the part where we install it. Okay, here we are at the back of my Xbox Series X. I have the card here. Let me switch hands real quick. And I'm assuming it goes in like so, and it just slots in the expansion bay in the back. So let's see. Just slot it in, or does it go the other way? Oh yeah, it definitely goes this way. So yep, slots on in the back in the expansion bay. It is now in there. And oh, there we go. Look at that. You get a pop-up on the console, and it says this drive will stay attached to this console, or this drive will be used on multiple consoles. It's going to stay attached to this one, so we're going to select that. And I guess we open up the settings tab here. Go over to storage devices. Turn the camera around. But yeah, so we have the internal storage, which has it says 2.1 gigabytes free out of 802 gigabytes formatted for games and apps. 802 gigabytes. Then we have the external storage, which is my external SSD I have connected for last gen games, right? And that's sitting at 1.7 terabytes out of the 3.6 terabytes that I have free there. And now we also have the storage expansion card, which is sitting at 1.8 terabytes free out of 1.8 terabytes, which, I mean, is kind of disappointing that it's sitting at 1.8. I thought it would give me the full 2 terabytes storage. And that's a difference between the PlayStation 5 and the Series X. When I put the 2 terabyte SSD into my PlayStation 5, it gave me the full 2 terabytes of SSD storage. There was no formatting for there was no like space reserved for the OS or anything. So you got the full 2 terabytes. What you got on what it says on the tin is what you get. Whereas here on the Series X, I mean, it's only a 200 gigabyte difference, but it is like, I mean, this thing cost me $300. I want that entire 2 terabytes. Give it to me. So that's a little disappointing. But yeah, that's how you go about installing the external card for the storage expansion card for the Xbox Series X. Much simpler process, but way more expensive.